Welcome to the second part of our tiling guide. A simple job if you follow some basic rules. Don't forget, you can learn about how to do this by watching this video, or you can always download the Good Ideas leaflet from the website. First things first, take off any jewellery or watches because the adhesives used here are actually quite abrasive. So we've started, we've prepared the walls and we've made some careful measurements. We've picked where we're going to start, which is in the corner. Dave, what are we doing now?
Well, we're just doing a survey of the wall. If you remember, we've got quite a big tile. So a big tile is not going to be able to take the discrepancies out in the wall the same way that a small tile is going to be. So
if the wall's going in and out?
That's right, and we've got the wall runs off a little bit in there, so we've just got to be aware of that when we're putting the tile in. Now, because we're using a bigger oblong tile and we're going to have a brickwork join,
yes,
we have to change the spacers. Now that's a normal space for a square tile. Now because we're doing a brickwork finish, we need to just cut the top off one, so that when we put it together, we can do it like that.
Perfect.
Okay?
Right. So that's it then, is it?
Yep, now you've got to start putting the adhesive on the wall and then the tiles on top of that.
Let's get tiling.
I'm trying to build up a bit more on the corner. Remember it was wobbling, so I'm just going to pull this lot out.
How much area should you actually cover with the adhesive?
Well, we're using a big tile, so we need to put quite a bit on, but really just put on what you're comfortable with.
So we've got our tile, and just literally just offer it up to the wall.
Put it on the wood first.
Now I guess this is where this comes in really handy, because we can literally put it straight onto our batten. How far away from the corner?
You want to be about 10 mil away from the corner, because the tile that's going to go on the other wall doesn't want to butt up too close. You need to see a grout line running up the corner of the room so that it keeps the moisture out from behind the wall.
Now, same thing again.
Same thing again. Offer it in. Don't press it too close up to the other tile because you don't want to move that one. Okay, that's it. Drop your spacer in along the top. There's one more for the centre. That's a little bit you cut off. Okay. Now, that's it, leave it out. Now you want to press that one in. That's it, bed it in a bit there. And the other one, you can see there's a bit of a lip there, so you just want to press that end harder than you press that end.
To level out that?
To level out that, that's right. And then you can drop it onto the tile. That's it. I'll be leaving sight in a half, that one.
So we've given all the whole tiles time to set in place, removed the battens and made up the tiles around the edges.
I'm putting the adhesive on the tile because it's too difficult to get up there and get the adhesive in the right place, whereas if you do it like this, you haven't got any waste. Okay. Yeah. So
using it very much
the right way round, that would be A.
Oh yes, thank you. Shut up.
Sorry.
That's better. Well, we've left our tiles for 24 hours to give the adhesive a chance to go off. Now it's time to get on with the grouting, and as you can see, we've done pretty well so far, just a bit to finish off. Dave, just remind me the most important things about the grouting.
Well, like you say, we've done really well with it. We've removed all the crosses. They come out, the spacers, yep. That's right. And we've cleaned out the joints, but you've got to be careful you don't chip the tiles, because that would be really annoying. And I'm going to use the grout float, and I'm going to start working the grout in. I mean, it's really not difficult. I'm just going to get a little trowel, put it on there, and you just work it into the joints. There you go. Work it one way and then work it back the other way so it gets in there good and bright. You've got to get all the air bubbles out of it so that you don't get little lumps and bumps and stuff.
So what after this?
Well, after you let this go off for about 5 minutes, then you just get a sponge, wring it out, and then you just work it over like that. Just wipe it across the tiles diagonally so you're not taking off the grout from the joint. As soon as it's dried off to a haze, just get a dry cloth, buff it up, polish it, job done.
So there you have it, another job well done. As you can see, if you follow some simple tips, some good guidance, and then just take your time with your preparation, you too can achieve a job like this. It's not that difficult if you follow our advice. So go to it. What's the next job then?
Well, a cup of tea, obviously.
Tea, obviously, yes, definitely. We've got to finish off some things.
Yeah, there's a few more bits to go. Tiny bit.
Don't forget you can get lots more details and top tips in the Good Ideas leaflet on this site if you're viewing via the web. Or go to www.wickes.co.uk for this and lots more information. Good luck and look out for more in this series of video guides.